Hello everybody, welcome back to another Counter-Strike skins video. In this we're just going to check out some knife glove combos that are not frequently used. And we're going to start off with this one here. Pair of driver gloves, racing green. These are only $59 in a low float field tested. And a Huntsman lure at $194. I think that combo actually goes crazy. Moto glove transports. This is a glove nobody uses because it's really hard to get anything with. The lure I think could be fine. But it has here you'll see actually another Talon, and I actually like the Talon knife, not necessarily the rust coat. I think I have a stained coming up here as well, which I think goes better. And the reason I thought this is if you look at the small details on the Talon knife, you have the little like gold accents or gold or yellow accents that I think kind of help out with these gloves. But otherwise, not a lot to go with these gloves, but that's the reason they're in here. This combo here is actually one of my personals. I used this a little while back. I love this combo. I think it doesn't get much better. The brown on the overtakes with the stiletto tiger tooth goes perfect. Now these are a pair of gloves that I actually really like that nobody uses. These are called the Moto Booms. They have a nice little pink accent, and I think they can be used in multiple ways. Here you have the Ursus. This is a Doppler Phase 1 Ursus, which actually is not the most pink, but I actually think it still looks really good here. And then I follow this up with the Falchion Doppler Phase 2. Now this combo I think goes crazy. The pink on the Doppler with the pink on the Moto Boom gloves. I just think it's actually a sick combo that I do not see these gloves being used. Now this is a combo that actually a friend of mine and I had looked at, and another glove that you don't see super often. These are the Specialist Foundations with a M9 bayonet black laminate. Now this is at 821's a little expensive, so I showed this again here with a bayonet instead of an M9 bayonet, and it's about half the cost. So here you go at $422. I actually think this combo looks really good, and there's tons you can do with the orange accents with your guns. Now this one, these are leather hand wraps and battle scarred with a Talon knife rust coat. Honestly not for me, but I do think it looks really good. This wouldn't be something that I would use, but this is something that I think goes well together. Next up, we've got the Mogul gloves in field tested. These are $173 with the stiletto Doppler. I am a stiletto enjoyer, but I do think this looks better with this Doppler here. $769 the total on these two, but I think these go really well. Now this is going to be probably one of the most controversial on here. These are some driver gloves, Imperial Plaids, which you do see. However, this is a Navaja Black Pearl, which is a very rare skin. This one was listed for $495 on CS Float, but I think the purple on this Black Pearl goes crazy. And it almost fits the theme of these plaid gloves. It's kind of being a little bit cheesy with the Navaja. I actually really like it. Sport gloves, Scarlet Chamogs with the Falchion knife Autotronic. I do use the Falchion knife quite a bit in this. I do think this is a pretty underrated knife for the animations and just the way that it looks. Partly because a lot of times you get two colors on it. Specialist glove Emerald Webs battle scarred. So these actually still look all right in battle scarred. These were $319. These that I have on here. Now this is a Bowie Emerald, the most expensive item I have in this video, but I wanted to showcase this because next up I actually have the Doppler phase, and I actually don't think that it's worth it to do the Emerald. I actually think the Doppler, you can see the handle actually goes really well with the Emerald glove. It matches almost perfectly, and this is less than half the cost of the previous knife. So there's a couple different Doppler phase 2s. These work well with the Emerald greens, or the Emerald web, excuse me. Here, these are sport gloves, slingshots. I really like these gloves, and I really like the way they look with the bayonet, just because they match the inside. The handle of the bayonet matches the inside of the glove really well, so even when you inspect it, everything looks really good, even though the gloves are kind of beat up a little bit. These are battle scarred, but again, they still look pretty good, and then the inside just looks a little worn, but it matches that handle. Now this is one that knot gloves became really popular when they kind of buffed them. I threw knot gloves here with a flip knife black laminate because of the lines on the black laminate. I think they kind of match the top lines on the gloves of the knocks. Just pretty simple. Now this one you guys might have seen before if you watched some of Anomalies content. I did see this here first, but this is just too good of a combo to not put in here at $395. The smokeout gloves with the Urban Mass Stiletto. Now this is one I think you can go either way. These were a pair of marble fade gloves that I found that the right hand had. It was just a random pair that I pulled up, and the right glove had a really heavy red, and so I matched it with a bayonet slaughter. This is probably one of my favorite in the game right now. These are hand wraps overprint. Even though I do not like the hand wraps as much, this Falchion Gamma Doppler Phase 2 goes crazy with these overprints, and I honestly think for the cost it's a pretty good combo. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for tuning in, and if you subscribe, I appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one.